Welcome to the Cancer full moon, December 2020. What intentions can you set for manifesting your highest good with this energy? Full moons are a time to honor and release those things that no longer serve you, that you've outgrown. And this full moon is an incredible culmination point after an incredible year. This is the final lunar event. So we have the Devil, Death, and the Hermit. So three major arcana honoring that every single one of us has been on a journey of ascension in 2020. Whether we intended to do that or not, I truly believe we have all grown exponentially. And with the Devil, the beauty of this card is honoring, especially on a full moon, that you're never bound, you're always free. So if you can see the Devil, their necks are bound, but their hands are free. They can free themselves. And as I said, their necks are bound, I got a censorship. For those of you who feel like your voice has been diminished, that you've been stifled in any way, this Cancer full moon is a beautiful time to release any ties that bind, anywhere you feel trapped, tied through guilt or almost family lineage, anywhere you feel guilt tripped into being a part of a dynamic, especially relationship dynamics that just don't support you. And moving on to the Death card, this is the scorpionic energy, and I really feel these tied together, that by allowing this full moon, by setting the intentions to release the things that are holding you back, the relationships that are holding you back, anything of that nature, allowing them to energetically die, you release yourself from the Devil, whatever that is in your life, and allow the Phoenix energy, the transformational energy of the Death card, the scorpionic, rising from the ashes, renewed, reborn. And then we move on to the Hermit, and this is honoring intuition. Cancer is a very strong intuitive sign. It's honoring the things that we just know, that defy logic. Those, you meet someone, you like them, you meet someone, you don't like them. And I really want to encourage all of us to really take that lesson as we end this year and begin the new one, that you can trust your instincts, you can trust your intuition. The other thing I'll say about the Hermit card is that in the journey of ascension, the Hermit comes before the star, but it's guided by the light of the star. It's in the lantern there. So we are on a path of faith. We are on the Hermit's path, trusting our intuition, trusting our higher guidance, and following the star, following the dreams, following the goals. And I really see this full moon as a chance to break us free, to launch forward, renewed, and this is a brand new beginning. So clarifying the Devil card, we have the High Priestess, and this is so beautiful. So another major arcana, this is powerful. This is an incredibly powerful full moon, but the High Priestess is the divine feminine to the Hermit. It's honoring the intuitive nature, both the divine feminine and masculine. And of course, it's not gender specific. We all have the divine masculine, divine feminine. These archetypes rise above gender, and really honoring our intuition here. I'm also getting a strong energy of trusting your own intuition, especially those of us who've been through holiday season here with friends and family. There's so much info, there's so much loving, hopefully, unsolicited advice, and I'm really just getting such a strong vibe of independent thought based on your own intuitive guidance. So clarifying the Death card, this scorpionic energy, this renewal after the death, and we are very much, at least in the northern hemisphere, there's no leaves on the trees. They look dead. But what's happening, especially since solstice, is the light is building and there's growth happening and the roots, it's all happening underground though. So clarifying the Death card is the 8 of Pentacles, and this is tangibly making money. So this is honoring the growth, the renewal. I'm really shifting to agricultural type energy, where if you don't do the work in the fall at the end of season to clear your fields, to clear your paths, in some places they burn away the old crops to make way for the new. And I'm really seeing that with the Death card. And if you honor that cycle of life, if you release what needs to be released with this Cancer full moon, abundance of every kind can grow. Surrender to the release. I think all of us need to go into next year feeling a bit lighter, feeling a lot lighter. Clarifying the Hermit, we have the Magician. And this is beautiful. It's reminding you that you're infinitely magical. It's reminding you the Magician is the first card after the Fool, after you've taken the leap of faith and you're given all the tools. So I'm getting a strong message. We all have all the tools we need to be abundant in 2021. However, I'm going to remind us all of the lessons we've learned this year. What does abundance mean to you? Because I think many of us have had that redefined in really beautiful ways. So core intentions. What intentions can you set for your highest good using this loving, nurturing, mothering energy of this Cancer full moon? And I'm really struck by the mothering energy there. Every parent knows that true love is bringing your child to their highest good, is encouraging their gifts and guiding them. And especially with the Devil card here in the High Priestess, I'm feeling really drawn to honoring your higher guides. Also, this is a powerful, powerful full moon for releasing family trauma, lineages of family trauma, and also, especially with the Scorpionic Death card here, you have the support of your ancestors. And I'm also going to remind those of you who new ancestors in this lifetime that were challenged or were affected by trauma, that when we pass on, my belief is bodies die, spirits don't, and the spirit becomes renewed. So, for example, if you had a family member that passed on that was narcissistic in this lifetime, when you relate to them and build a spiritual relationship with them, they can support you on a healthier level. They're no longer burdened by the trauma and whatnot. In spiritual form, we're all in our highest self. So core intention is the Ace of Wands. And this is beautifully defining that this is a passionate new beginning. This full moon is allowing the release to allow new beginnings to come. It's really honoring that if we allow the old, the stagnant to die away, that there will be passionate new life, there will be abundance, there will be magic, and you can trust your intuition on that. I do feel very strongly all of us are in this phase where we can just barely see the glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel, and we just have to surrender and trust and have faith, especially intuitively with the High Priestess and the Hermit, that the new beginning will come, that we will reach the end of this tunnel, that the light is shining. I keep getting this really funny visual since the Sagittarius new moon, and I've never had this visual before, but it's me inside of an egg. Like I'm the bird and I'm just cracking through to see the glimmer of light and the instincts that takes. I'm going right into like the bill on the nose is designed for it. And what would possess you to knock your nose against the inside of the egg? Well, it's intuition. It's knowing that that's the only way to come through to the other side. And again, I've never had this visual before, but it's so dynamic that is what I feel this Sagittarius new moon and lunar eclipse cycle, which this Cancer full moon is 2 weeks later. As part of that cycle, it's allowing us to release and come forth and be born into this new year healthy, vibrant, passionate, magical, and unburdened. So love and blessings.